Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited. I'm filming a first impressions on the new Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. It's finally here. I have it in my hand. So if you guys are interested in seeing swatches, how I created this eye look, and my first impression thoughts and a bunch of comparisons, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. So if you like first impressions, lots of new eyeshadow palettes, will I buy it, anti-hauls every once in a while, ranking videos, then this is the place for you, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on that post notification bell because I do upload every other day-ish. And I would hate for you to miss any of my videos. So without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay guys, so this palette honestly leaked like months ago, and I remember seeing it and sending it to my friends, and I was like, this is cool, right? Like, is it real? Who knows? But it actually happened. It actually launched, and this accidentally launched in, I believe, Romania, and I believe a YouTuber from Romania actually got a hold of this palette, and she filmed a video and everything. I did watch that. It was really fun to watch, and honestly, like low-key, sometimes these leaks, I think, cause even more hype than the brand could ever drum up for themselves. So it's kind of funny how these things happen and then everyone is just so excited. So I feel like most people either love this color story or hate this color story. A lot of the feedback I saw on my community tab when I posted about this palette is that a lot of you were wishing this was the $65 price point, which I totally understand. Obviously, it's always nicer when you can pay less for something. I'm not exactly sure why she went for the $129 price point. From what I can tell, I haven't swatched this yet, but from what I can tell, just from the shades I used on my eyes, at least two of the mattes are creamy mattes, which is my favorite formula from Natasha Denona. I know some people don't love the creamy matte formula. I personally have no problem working with it. And in this case, they're so pigmented and beautiful. So I really like that. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's because of the metallics that are maybe higher quality product. Not 100% sure, but it is that $129 price point. I bought mine on Sephora and I got flash shipping. So that's why I have it in 2 days. So this is 24 months shelf life and it's made in Italy. And this is what the packaging looks like. It's pretty standard of her $129 palettes that she does in the plastic packaging. I just am so excited about this palette. I feel like when you see really colorful palettes, it's like, oh, it's just another rainbow palette. But honestly, I'm kind of jazzed. So I feel like I've been talking in circles. So let's start swatching. Let's see what all the shades look like on my skin tone. I was really curious about this metallic shade. This is a creamy matte. So nice. See, the creamy mattes don't swatch that well, but they blend like a dream. So I have Firework, which is that beautiful orange shade. I'm actually wearing that in my lower lash line. We have Razzle Dazzle, Acrobat, Snow Cone, and Cotton Candy. I haven't tried all the shades in this palette yet, but honestly, Snow Cone might be my favorite shade in this palette, just preemptively. Okay, so this is the next row. We have Electric, Grin, Cannon, and then this blue shade, I don't know how to say the name. I think it's like Fun Time or Toy Meme. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is like a gold green shade. That's a pretty bronze shade. Ooh, that teal green. It's pretty. I use that on the eye look today. And then this pretty pastel. Again, I think this pastel blue, I think is a cream to matte. And it just worked so beautifully. I can't wait for you guys to see the eyeshadow look when I'm applying that shade. But these are the shades in the second row. Look at my fingers. Ah! I swear, swatching eyeshadows is one of the best parts about making YouTube videos. Okay, so we're gonna swatch the last row. That one was kind of a chalky swatch. It's a pretty purpley silver shade, metallic purple, and then the last shade is a matte bright pink. Okay, so those shades are called Spiral, Magic, Aerialist, Act, and Joker. So here are all of the swatches of all of the shades in the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. There's 9 metallic shades and 6 matte shades. So if you like beautiful, shiny eyeshadows, this is definitely the palette for you. Okay, friends, so now that you've seen the swatches, let's go ahead and get into how I created this eyeshadow look. Okay, so we're gonna film the demo portion of this video. I primed my eyes with my white P. Louise base just because I felt like this was gonna be a colorful palette, and I thought that this would give the colorful shadows the best chance. Usually I just prime with whatever is my skin color, but I figured I'd try the white out. I was also sent some brushes from Sigma Beauty. These are their new deluxe blending brushes, and these launch March 23rd, so I'm very excited. I want to try some of these out with my new eyeshadows as well. So I kind of have a look in mind. So I'm going to start off with just a regular brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Acrobat, which is a beautiful, like, it looks like a teal blue, and I'm excited. So I'm going to start by placing this in the outer corner. Usually I always start with the lightest shade, but I'm starting with my outer corner shade first, and I want to see how well that blends with that light blue shade. So I don't know, I thought I'd switch it up and try something out. I think this is her creamy matte formula, which I personally am a huge fan of, and I know how well these blend, so I'm curious to see if that's the case with this new palette as well. Ooh, it's so pretty. So what I really like about her creamy matte formula is you can really like blend on top. So the first round I really blended out, and the second round I'm just intensifying the shade on the outer corner, and it just blends so beautifully. So now I'm going to take another clean blending brush. This is the small taper blending brush from Sigma. This is the E45. And it's like a small blending brush. I'm going to go into this light blue shade, and so now what I'm going to do is pick that shade up with this brush, and I'm going to go from the inner corner to the middle and help. Wow, that shade is so pretty. Ah! That's such a pretty pigmented pastel blue shade. Wow. I think this is also cream to matte. I'm not sure. I'll have to let you guys know when I do the swatches. But the pigmentation, especially on my skin tone, you guys know how I struggle with pastel shades. So like I did with the first shade, I, you know, really blended the first time, and the second time around I'm just building on top. And it's building so nicely. I'm going to take the brush that I used for the dark blue, and then the middle section I'm just going to make sure it blends really nicely together. I love this crease. Oh my gosh, I feel like a fantasy. So there are some potential lid shades. I have this option called Snow Cone. So I was thinking Snow Cone, Flip, and Electric on the very outer corner, so it's like the 3 green blue shimmer shades. Do you think I can pull it off? That is the question. I think I can do it. I'm just gonna grab this brush I used to put on my primer. I think I can start with the lightest color. So I'm gonna go into Snow Cone. Let's see, do I need to spray Snow Cone? That is the question. Ooh, it's pretty. It's like a silvery blue. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking fun. I can't believe how pigmented the the pastel blue is. That's really shocking, you guys. You guys, you know the struggle of mine with pastel shades. Okay, so I have snow cone right here. Next, I'm gonna clean that brush off really quickly. And I'm gonna go into the shade Flip, which is like a green blue. Oh my gosh, the shimmer shades in this palette. And basically, it's going right in the center of the lid, and I'm just tapping and pulling it down because I don't want to get it everywhere. So far, I think I'm most impressed by the mattes because of that cream to powder. I'm gonna spray because I picked up a lot on this side. Oh yeah, I need to pick up that amount. And do the other eye again. Woo! Okay. I'm just gonna grab a clean brush and go into snow cone and just tap between the two shades so they blend together nicely so we don't have like a line, you know. And I'm gonna go into that blending brush I used for the baby blue shade and just add some more baby blue so we don't lose that color in the crease. Feel like a bird. Okay, so I'm going to stick to the same brush. I'm just going to flip it over and go into the shade Electric, which is a dark electric, like purpley blue. I'm going to give it a nice little spritz. And I'm going to go on the outer corner and just going to tap that on. Okay, I'm just going to go into that brush because I need to just blend the outer crease. Wow. So I did definitely get some eyeshadow on the bottom here, but I think that was just me and my wild eyeshadow application techniques. So I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to do the rest of my face, and I will be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I had so much fun playing with the Circo Loco palette. So in case you're wondering what else is on my face, I'm wearing my Kosas bronzer. That's kind of been my bronzer of the moment. I'm wearing the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow highlighter. I used my Tatcha powder today. On my lips is the Dynamite lip shade from Propa Beauty and the Fenty Cream Lipstick in Honey Waffles. So I threw those two together just because I thought it would be fun to have a pop of orange on the lip as well. And then my blush shade is one of my new favorites from Vive. This is Sorbet. Such a beautiful color for tan skin tone, especially going into spring and summer. And then I have been doing a foundation cocktail the last couple of weeks, and I don't really know what my reasoning is, but I've been doing a pump of the LYS foundation, a pump of my Gucci foundation, and then a pump of the Auric Glow Lust, whatever this is called. So that is the foundation combo I have on my face right now. I will go ahead and link all those products in my description box if you do decide to shop using my links. Thank you so much in advance. It helps my channel out and helps me create these types of videos. So thank you in advance for that. So now let's talk about a few comparisons that I wanted to do. So when I first saw this palette, I was like, oh my gosh, some of those shades really remind me of the Decadence palette. Like maybe there's a vibe from Papa Grath. And now that I have the palettes together, I can kind of see, maybe I was thinking like this gold shade and this teal shade and then like the orange shade. So there's not a ton of overlap, as you can see when I hold these side by side. But, you know, this is Pat McGrath's only all shimmer palette and it's very expensive. So I was thinking like, maybe if you have this one, maybe you wouldn't need this one. But I feel like Pat McGrath fans are also typically Natasha Denona fans. So, you know, you're probably going to end up with both. But I just wanted to show you guys like a little side-by-side comparison. I also had to grab my #1 favorite Natasha Denona palette still, the Metropolis. And I'm going to have to see if the Circo Loco is going to dethrone my beloved Metropolis, because this one definitely is a little bit more of the colorful younger sister. Curious for sure. This teal shade kind of reminds me of that really pretty Acrobat shade, but that's a matte shade. And then there's this beautiful like teal shade in the Metropolis palette that I can swatch against the metallic shade called Flip. And as you can see here, they're not even close. Wow, the green in the Circo Loco is much lighter. So those shades, and then of course like the metallics are gonna be really close because there's a ton of shades like these two in the Metropolis palette. I feel like the Metropolis definitely has some comparable shades to like Grin and Common, those two more neutral shades, but I feel like at the end of the day, you're not really buying this palette for the neutrals. I was definitely picking it up for the colorful shades that I feel like I haven't seen from Natasha Denona before. So still love my Metropolis, but I'm so happy I have the Circo Loco. And then I didn't really think any of my other palettes were very comparable, but I did grab this one just to look and see. So this is the 28 pan palette. And this is the Circo Loco. So again, if you have this one, you probably don't need this, but I'm also guessing if you're watching this video, you love Natasha Denona. So I just wanted to do some quick comparisons. And then the last palette I wanted to compare the Circo Loco was to actually the Color Bomb palette by Scott Barnes, just because I thought they kind of had a similar vibe, you know, with the extremely colorful blues and pinks and stuff like that. So I definitely feel like these are similar, but I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial, and bear in mind I've only tried this palette once. I do like this formula better than the Scott Barnes palette. So if you guys have been contemplating the Color Bomb, I would say Natasha Denona definitely has a better formula in my opinion, but the Color Bomb also has more shades. So, and also Scott Barnes does have a lot of sales, so you know, you might be able to score it on a deal, whereas I don't think Natasha Denona goes on sale very often. But you never know, the VIB sale's coming up, so you can at least maybe score like 10% off if you are in the VIB range, and then 15 if you're Rouge, and then VIB Rouge is like 20% or something like that. So you could potentially score this on discount. So first impression thoughts, if you can't already tell, I'm so blown away by those two matte shades. Oh my gosh, that blue. I definitely need to watch this footage back, but just from my little viewfinder, I could see how vibrant that pastel blue shade was on my skin tone, and that made me so happy. So I'm really interested to continue playing with this palette and see what other looks I can create. So it's really fun because I don't want to say I was in a makeup rut, but sometimes when there's like a new, fun, exciting launch, it really re-inspires you to play with makeup, and I feel very inspired. So I'm definitely already looking forward to being able to redo my makeup tomorrow. So yeah, first impressions, I love it. Only drawback I think is the price. I feel like that $129 price tag is very high and does make it a little less accessible to people that love and support Natasha Denona. So that would be my one like drawback, because I wish more people could kind of get their hands on it. But also, I mean, you know, who am I to tell a brand owner how they should price their products? Because I don't know what the cost behind it is either. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I hope you guys will consider watching some of my other videos, and I will see you in a new video soon. Bye guys!